Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in the USL Championship. We'll take you through the matches of the week and get you ready for the weekend that will be. And there is action going on even later today as we speak. We've got games in the midweek, games in the weekend, games all over the place. So we'll keep an eye on it here for you. But let's go backward before we can go forward and let you know what's going on. Very, very busy week last week. Starting off in the midweek at Memphis 901, shuts out FC Tulsa by the score of 2-0. Two matches on your Friday. For Friday night football, Colorado Springs and San Antonio FC. That one will be our Western match to look at, even though there was a lot of offense in a lot of other matches. 1 versus 2, Colorado Springs and San Antonio FC. Great game in downtown Colorado Springs. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus and YouTube.
It's a sunny start. What kind of fireworks lie in store? Top 2 teams in the Western Conference locking horns up in the Rocky Mountains. It's Colorado Springs taking on San Antonio on a Friday night in the championship.
And he's a good person. At least give me a hard time and poke me in the side or something. You're smiling the entire time while you're decimating my back line.
This guy can decimate a back line. Patino, perfect ball! That's a poor effort at the conclusion from Hernandez.
Change on the outside when you bring Shin and Gomez to the right and Maloney to the left, but the space is still going to remain the same.
Back up, what a second effort, and now ripped wide by the onrushing Galena.
You said the best in the league. Out of the ground and then down and recovered. The first tackle actually comes up underneath him. I applaud Haji Berry here because that organization is all over Colorado Springs, though. There's another one, Zach Zandy and Mishi. Carry the one.
Zandy forward, Berry. Berry! Good save, Jordan Farr.
He comes down in. Watch the middle collapse. This is where you can be at your best if you're Colorado Springs against San Antonio.
It's not often we get to see PC written with his full name. This whack from distance, giant rebound, and Caldwell collects. Traore, who just came into the game at the half. 3rd appearance off the bench. 11th appearance of the season. Lofted in across, and it's in! San Antonio opens the scoring. PC leaping like a salmon.
He just shields it here. We asked for the step coming up out of the midfield with the absence of David Loera. PC coming in. One of the most consistent players for Colorado Springs. Indispensable was a term that Brendan Burke used for Matt Mahoney, but he can't see here.
Although his eventual successor is now involved with Hartford Athletic, right? Ray Reed. This is really good. Adeniran went for the near post. Good save by Caldwell.
A terribly placed ball right here. Malik Johnson. That's a gift given to San Antonio. They don't care, though. The square touch Benerin and recognizes that. He's going to try and push the envelope any which way.
Corner across, header down, grab here by Caldwell. How much longer could there possibly be? That's it. San Antonio's gone on the road and reclaimed the top spot in the league.
San Antonio wins it as a plus 223 on the road at Colorado Springs, and they solidify their place toward the top of the ladder in the West in the USL Championship. Vegas Lights knock off Phoenix Rising by the score of 3-2 at Cashman, as Vegas was a plus 219. Also on the board on your Saturday, very, very busy Saturday in USL Championship. Lou City, 2-0 winners over Hartford Athletic. Tampa Bay, and we will let this one be our matchup from the Eastern Conference. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh go at it at Highmark, and Tampa Bay goes in as a road underdog up against Bob Lilly and the Riverhounds. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus and YouTube.
Opening whistle, here we go on this beautiful Saturday night. It's a dream matchup in the Eastern Conference. Two sides 3 points apart. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. From
question of how they time their improvement going into the playoffs, which players are fit, and because this attacking lineup for Pittsburgh, if you chuck in Dan Kelly as well, wow. And that's what Tampa Bay was saying. Neil Collins, when we chatted, he said, forget their form, look at their strikers.
Good ball, Central. Dixon further, and a rip is in! An excellent beginning!
For a setup, and it's Ordonez at the far post. Don't know what he's doing in there as a defender, but have a look. Ball gets laid to him. Hits that first time as well with his left foot. Brilliant, brilliant strike. Set up. What can they give in response? We know what a good side they are. We know what wonderful players they have. But we also know how difficult a place this is.
Here they go! Oh, what a finish! What a response! Kyle Gregg throws a dagger.
Brilliant. How quick is Kyle Gregg to respond to that? I'll tell you now, Bob Lilly will not be happy with that.
White touches further. LaCava crossing, bobbled and grabbed.
Striker like Wenzardi has only scored 1 in 16 games. Doesn't make sense because he's so brilliant around the fringes and 6-yard box, and so you wonder if there's something else going on with his form.
Ball in front, goalkeeper fell down. Tampa Bay gets another. It's another for Leo Fernandez. By hook or by crook, he can't be stopped, and 20 minutes in, the Rowdies lead.
A ball that he could have reached and blocked. Nice little interplay on the edge. High ball, there's plenty of time to respond. Goalkeeper slips in that room, discussing exactly what happened and why, and going over and over again because it's way too easy. It's such a good, oh, here's a chance.
Oh, it's excellent. And Cochran gets down to deny it, Kelly.
I think he can a little bit annoyed with them if they don't perform.
White curling over the top, that's headed wide. Could have been another one. Well, Fernandez, who scored again, scored in the 20th, that's the go-ahead. The equalizer came from Kyle Gregg in the 15th. 12th minute opener from Arturo Ordonez for Pittsburgh. Cutting back, LaCava! A 3-goal half for the Rowdies. They are officially firing on all cylinders.
Lewis Hilton here with the ball. That gets things going. Delgard's going to run into that box and create the opportunity. All the time he's looking and head up. He knows, he can see that lumen.
Cicerone was asking for a penalty. He thought he had been tripped on the box entry there. Ball in front. There's contact. Goalkeeper comes out and took it right to the chest. Ball fired ahead. Fernandez. He's been scintillating. Oh! What a finish! Leo Fernandez, man on fire.
Hits the post. Lewis Hilton with a long ball in here. He takes it with one, flicks it up, but then from such a difficult angle. Keeper does get a hand on it. Kevin Silver, could he have done better? Maybe in being harsh. It's a very difficult. See if there's any way in which we can grab a point from this match, but I still think Dan Kelly would be a good option to bring on, and probably the sooner the better.
Turned over M. Kosana. Lucky! Oh, he did it again! Off the post and in! Off the bench, on the score sheet, the Rowdies are running up the score.
Of a ball, but this is very, very poor defensively, and it's coming from Mikel Williams. Has the ball taken off him, but look at the finish, right in the corner again, just
smacked across, pulled in by Ibarra, crossing, good save, Cochran, and then lashed into goal. And Pittsburgh rips one back. Authoritative finish. Cicerone.
From a wonderful strike, CJ Cochran. Ibarra with the ball in here. Have a look from the header. Keeper makes a wonderful save, but then quick to react.
As we approach the dying embers. And that's full time. The Tampa Bay Rowdies continue to charge up the Eastern Conference.
So Tampa Bay puts 5 on the board for your 5-2 win against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has been really having some hard luck these days, a very rough play these days for Bob Lilly, I know by his standards. Pittsburgh takes it on the chin, 5-2 at home to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Also on the board, Los Dos, a 3-1 win at the Miami FC at Ricardo Silva as a plus 423 underdog. Orange County SC beats Loudoun by the score of 3-1. Memphis 901 at home beats Detroit City 2-0 as a minus 143 at home. Solid home favorite there. FC Tulsa at home beats the Charleston Battery by the score of 2-1 as a minus 108. Birmingham Legion on the road in one of those East-West crossovers goes to New Mexico United, gets the win 2-0 as a plus 375 at the Lab. El Paso, and we mentioned all of the offense that was posted on Saturday, the most goals in quite some time in a USL Championship on a match day. El Paso shuts out Red Bulls 2 by the score of 5-0 as a minus 286. San Diego Loyal put 5 on Indy 11, shutting them out 5-0 as a minus 143. Oakland Roots beat Atlanta United 2 by the score of 3-1 as a minus 303. That one was goalless at the half. Atlanta United had tied it with 30 minutes to go, and then a penalty call that I'm still trying to figure out myself as to how it was called with 15 minutes to go, made it 2-1, and then Oakland scores with less than 5 minutes to go to make it 3-1, so Oakland Roots win 3-1 over Atlanta United 2 as a minus 303 at home. And then Monterey Bay at home loses to a very hot Sacramento Republic side, who is a plus 118. So Sacramento wins it 2-1 on Saturday, which gets us into our standings because, remember, we've got midweek weekend coming up here in short order. Go to the Eastern Conference. Memphis, winners of 2 in a row now, 11 wins in their first 16, 35 points. Lou City, they've now won 3 of 4. They're at 33. Tampa Bay, unbeaten in their last 5. They've shot up the table. They're at 30 points through 17 matches played. Detroit City, they've lost 2 of 3. They're at 26. Birmingham Legion won 4 in a row. They've only scored 14 goals in 15 matches so far, but they've only given up 12. And that usually means that you're doing pretty well. 25 points in 5th. Pittsburgh, they've lost 3 in a row. They're now at 7-3-6 at 24 points, 3 points ahead of Indy 11, who've lost 2 in a row now at 21. And they have more wins and more goals scored than the Miami FC, who have lost 2 in a row themselves. Indy 11 have also only played 15 matches. Indy 11, 7th at 21. The Miami FC is 8th. FC Tulsa, new coach Bounce, 5-3-9. They're at 18 points. Loudoun United's at 14 points. They've lost 2 of 3. Hartford Athletic, after winning over Atlanta United 2, they lose on the weekend on the nationally televised game against Lou City. They're at 12. Atlanta United 2 is at 10. After their win a couple weeks ago, they've now lost 2 in a row. Charleston Battery, all over the board, 1-1-1 in their last 3. They've only won 2 of their first 15. They are at 9 points. Red Bulls 2, they've only won 1 match this year, given up 30 goals in 16 matches, and they are at 6 points. In the West, San Antonio, with the win, goes over Colorado Springs in the standings. They're now 34 points to 33. El Paso Locomotive, unbeaten in 5. They're at 28 points, ahead of San Diego Loyal on goal difference, 14-11. Sacramento Republic is at a plus 7. They've won 4 in a row. New Mexico Lights at 25. New Mexico United at 25 points. Had their 4-game win streak snapped the other day. They're at 25 points ahead of Vegas Lights, who've now won 3 in a row. Los Dos at 24 points. Oakland Roots at 24 points. Only have 5 wins as opposed to LA Galaxy 2's 7. 22 points for RGV. Phoenix Rising, they've lost 4 in a row. You have to wonder how much more Rick Schantz is going to be allowed to turn things around. 7 wins, 9 losses, 16 matches. They've lost 4 in a row. 11th in the table at 21 points. Orange County SC snapped their 4-game losing streak there at 17. Monterey Bay is now on a 4-game losing streak, and they are at 12. With action going on in USL Championship, it is Tuesday. You have 2 matches. Hartford Athletic hosting Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs on the road's at plus 100 even money. Hartford Athletic at plus 200. San Antonio hosting FC Tulsa. That one is at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. San Antonio is a minus 250. Your draw's a plus 363. FC Tulsa is a plus 533. 3 games in the midweek. Charleston Battery at home at Patriots Point. A large minus 154 favorite going up against Atlanta United 2. The draw is a plus 305. The twos are a plus 316. RGV at 8:30 is a plus 152. El Paso is a plus 146. Your draw is a plus 242. And at 10 o'clock Eastern time at Torero Stadium, San Diego Loyal minus 139 hosting Orange County SC. The draw is a plus 322, and Orange County SC is a plus 264. The other games going on in USL Championship to finish up your week. Once again, remember, you've got all the action in the midweek. You've got 5 midweek games that get us through the month of June, and then that sets us up for the month of July, and it's going to be a very, very busy weekend for teams that were going on in the midweek. Friday Night Football's in 3 places. 7 o'clock at Montclair. Pittsburgh has a chance to snap their losing streak playing Red Bulls 2. 9 o'clock in downtown Colorado Springs at Widener. Switchbacks hosting Sacramento Republic. 10:30 at Dignity Health Sports Park. Los Dos hosting the Oakland Roots. Saturday, 3, 6, 7, 8 matches with another one on Sunday and another one on Monday, July 4th. So let's run through them real quick. Saturday, July the 2nd, 7:30 at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. The Twos hosting El Paso Locomotive on a quick turn. 7:30 at the Mike. How does Indy 11 rebound after giving up 5? They'll find out against the Miami FC. 7:30 at Al Lang. Tampa Bay hosting Memphis 901, your match of the week in the East. 8 o'clock at Lynn Family, not too far behind it. Lou City and a hot Birmingham Legion side. 9 o'clock at Toyota. It is Charleston Battery and an East-West crossover taking on San Antonio FC. 10 o'clock at Cardinal, Monterey Bay hosting New Mexico United. 10:30 at Cashman, Vegas Lights hosting at Detroit City. 10:30 at Wild Horse Pass, Phoenix Rising hosting OCSC. Sunday, your one match at Segra, Loudoun United hosting FC Tulsa. Monday, July 4th at Widener, and let me guess, there will be fireworks involved. Colorado Springs hosting San Diego Loyal. So that's a look at all of the action in USL Championship that is heading your way very, very quickly. Looking at your power rankings for Week 16, we'll go through the Eastern Conference here, the top 10 and then the Eastern Conference. Biggest movers in the week, Orange County and FC Tulsa up 6. Biggest mover down, New Mexico United dropping 7 spots. Sacramento Republic is now your new number 1. Tampa Bay is up at 2. San Antonio is 3. Birmingham up 5 spots to number 4. Lou City and Memphis 901 each up a spot to 5 and 6. Switchbacks with their loss down 6 to number 7. El Paso stays at 8. New Mexico United down 7 to 9. Vegas Lights now up to 10. They've won 3 in a row for the first time in club history. San Diego is at 11. Oakland's at 12. In the East, Detroit City down 3 to 13. The Miami FC down 2 to 16. FC Tulsa up 6 to 17. Pittsburgh, first time since Bob Lilly has arrived in Pittsburgh that the Riverhounds have lost 3 consecutive league outings, down 2 to number 18. Loudoun down 1 to 20. Indy 11 down 4 to 21. Only the second time Indy 11 conceded 5 goals in a game in the USL Championship since joining since 2018. Charleston Battery down 2 to 22. Hartford Athletic down 3 to 25. And Atlanta United 2 up 1 to 26. And then Red Bulls down to number 27. News out of Hartford is Harry Watling and his family. He's departing Hartford to return home. So Hartford Athletic at 3-9-3, looking for a new individual on the touchline for Hartford Athletic. USL Championship Fans' Choice Goal of the Week for Week 16. Remember, when it comes to voting on the Goal of the Week and Save of the Week, Goal of the Week voting is Monday through Thursday, Monday at noon to Thursday at noon. Save of the Week is Tuesday at noon to Friday at noon. So Monday through Thursday, Goal of the Week. Tuesday through Friday, Save of the Week. Choice for Goal of the Week for Week 16. You've got a couple. Leo Fernandez for Tampa Bay against Pittsburgh. Milanowski for Orange County against Loudoun. Josh Drack for Los Dos against the Miami FC. Tristan Traeger for Atlanta United 2 against Oakland Roots. First professional goal of Traeger's career in his 5th game for Atlanta. And Alvaro Quezada for Vegas Lights against Phoenix Rising. So it's Fernandez, Iloski, Drack, Traeger, and Quezada. Go to USLChampionship.com and vote for the goal of the week in the USL Championship. You can also vote for Save of the Week. Once again, that gets released on your Tuesdays, and you can vote for both of those activities in USL Championship as well. Don't forget to follow along the USL Championship on all their social media platforms when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow the USL Championship as well. More news on the Harry Watling resignation. And you're going to have technical director Ray Reed serving as interim head coach. And he will the search will begin for a new head coach immediately. Watling resigned effectively to attend to family matters in England in a season and a half. Watling was 15, 23, and 8. In 2021, the club set records in goals with 50, points with 41, 9 clean sheets, and the largest win in club history, the 7-0 win over Red Bulls 2, and we're out to a 5th-place finish in the Atlantic Division. So obviously, all the best and all the best wishes and warm vibes and thoughts go to Harry Watling and his family. Another piece of news involving Indy 11. Indy 11 has secured space in a downtown location for the 11 Park development, a 20,000-seat soccer-specific stadium to be the centerpiece of a $1 billion investment planned to open in 2025. Club announced it last week in collaboration with the Keystone Group, the acquisition of more than 20 acres of land in downtown Indy. It'll serve as the future home of 11 Park. Once again, it will include, in addition to the soccer-specific stadium, hotel, office, apartments, retail, and public space, constructed on a plot of land previously owned by the Diamond Chain Company, bordered by West Kentucky and the White River, recently acquired, now 100% owned by Keystone. And according to Chairman, Indy 11 founder and chairman Ersal Ozdemir, also founder and chairman of Keystone, it'll be the Village, anticipates the Village to be a 365-day-a-year live, work, and play community that will transform the section of Indianapolis, providing jobs and significant economic development to downtown Indy and surrounding areas. The plan for 11 Park is to host Indy 11 games for both men and women's senior teams. The facility also designed to host field sports, soccer, lacrosse, football, rugby, and field hockey events for partners like the NCAA and the IHSAA, international matches, concerts, and various community events. So great news out of Indy as they chase after the 11 Park by the time they get to 2025 in the USL Championship. So cool stuff coming out of Indianapolis as well. Don't forget to go to uslchampionship.com for all the news and all the information that you need when it comes to the USL Championship. Since it is a very busy week in USL Championship, once again, your reminder, if you are in market and can attend a match, please do. Great competition going on in USL Championship. If you're in market and you can't, follow along on your local provider. If you're out of market and you want to follow along all season on ESPN Plus, your home for the USL Championship and USL League One, so you can follow along all season long as the USL and their great teams and markets chase after championships. So for everybody here at Soccer Down Here, that's your quick look at SDH and the USL Championship. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games in USL Championship. Enjoy your time. We'll catch up with you next week.